How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to Fish It TV, and this time we are out at Pitlands Farm Fishery down in Paddock, Kent. And as you can see by the clips I've already put up, this is an absolutely stunning little venue. Now, it's been a few years since I've been here last. I used to come down here and match fish it years ago. It was primarily a match fishing venue, but now they've turned it into more of an all-round venue where they've got one little lake down the bottom, which is very good for teaching kids, and has a whole variety of fish in there. But we are on Lake B today. It's the one with the island, and there are some pretty big fish in here. They're going to the high 20s, maybe 30 pound. Not 100% sure of the biggest fish in here, but I believe there are some cats in here as well. So it'd be very nice to try and catch one of them also, as I'm not biased for cats. I don't mind a cat. I know a lot of yous out there hate them. I don't blame you. They are an absolute nightmare to bring in if you get a big one. But yeah, I'm quite happy to catch cats or carp. Either way, I'm happy. But yeah, we're down here for 48 hours. It's the it's the end of May, and it's bloody warm out here at the moment. And there's loads of fish up on the surface, but there's no signs of spawning, which is a good thing. Now, at the moment, we've got the rods out. We're only allowed 2 rods down at this venue, so I've got one hard on the bottom with, I believe, just a bottom bait on there. And I also have a zig rig, which is about 6 inches underneath the surface. So I've got all aspects covered, covering the bottom, covering the top, and see what comes out the best. I will be keeping it as that for the duration of this trip. As I say, I want to try and keep at least one on the bottom, see if we catch on there. And I am going to keep a zig rig out because I haven't actually caught on a zig rig yet, and I am determined to actually catch on a zig. So I will be back with you guys as soon as possible. If we don't catch anything, I'll give you a progress report later. There's 2 more people out with us. We've got Shay over on my right and we've got Mark over on my left. So yeah, let's keep the fingers crossed, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like. Don't cost you anything, and it helps me out an awful great deal. We need to get up to 1,000 subscribers. Once we're up to 1,000 subscribers, I can then get out on the bank a little bit more and make these trips a little bit more often, and get out a bit more often, and yeah, show you some different venues. As I like to say, I do like to get out and show you guys different venues rather than keep going back to the same ones all the time. So anyway, guys, until later on, I'll see you soon. Oh, good morning everyone. We're on the first morning and or second morning, whatever way you want to look at it. Nothing really to report. We've Mark had about a 14 pounder last night. Didn't take any photos because the fish was a little bit mashed up around his mouth, and plus it was about 3 o'clock in the morning and everything else, so it wasn't really worth taking the photos that you wanted to get. But had a few knocks during the night. I'm on Scopex cultured squid, which I've had on the bottom underneath the willow tree right in front of me. I've had a pop up on a zig on the other rods. Oh, getting a bleep now. Nothing going to happen. Might just be settling the rods. I'll only just reset my rods for the morning. But yeah, coming back to the venue, I'm a little bit disappointed with it down here. Now, I used to fish this many years ago. It used to be a match water, and since they've made it into a specimen water, they haven't removed any of the swims. There's about 20 people on this lake at the moment. That's 40 lines, and the water's not that big. It's only a couple of acres tops, and we do seem to be very cram-packed in here. I mean, you've got half a dozen people down the bank there. You've got you've got 4 down the far bank, and we're packed in tight. I mean, we've got literally just in front of us to fish. We haven't got that far to fish. We can't manoeuvre either side of us. It's literally right out in front. That is it. The possibility of crossing lines is super high, and I for one am not very happy with the way that it's being run like that. I would say 10 to 11 swims maximum on a water this size. So chances of catching a fish this pressured, it's going to be hard. Heard quite a bit of splashing about last night. There was a few crashing about. I don't know whether anyone else around the lake had anything. I've not been around to go and ask anyone. But yeah, I mean, the venue's lovely. I do love it down here. The actual, the lakes are nice. The way it's all laid out's nice. They've got food down here that you can order. They've even got a bar on site. Toilet block, everything's done nicely. But the way they've crammed the people in here is rather disappointing, and I'm not going to be in a rush to come back down here. I like the small lake at the bottom. That's brilliant for kids. Bring the kids down here as a day's runs water. It's ideal. But to have this place so crammed has been an absolute disappointment for me. And yeah, I'm not going to be in a rush to come back. Anyway, guys, hopefully we'll have a fish soon. Who knows? Hopefully the weather's not going to be as hot today. There's some clouds in the sky, which we never had yesterday. So hopefully the temperatures will stay a little bit cooler today, and I'm staying with the same methods. I've got a bottom bait out on my left rod, I've got a zig out on my right rod. We've just got to see what happens. Anyway guys, I'll be back with you shortly. Well guys, it's the final morning. Got up, it's now about 9 o'clock. Been up for a couple of hours now. Nothing really to report. Mark's young lad, Shay, caught a tiny little cat. Little bubby. Nothing really to report though. Everything else has just been absolutely dire. As I said, this water's been so overpressured this weekend, I'm really not surprised that nothing's come out. I mean, apart from the one that Mark had, not last night, night before, He had about 14 pounder. Apart from that, I've only seen one other fish come out down the other end. I've been speaking to a couple of other people down here that are actually members, and even they're really miffed of why this has been so overbooked. As I said, you know, there's probably 20 to 21 anglers on here at the highest point of everyone being down here. And I mean, we're up on the far bank, and I said earlier on that there was 4, but there's actually 5 of us on this far bank, and we've literally got just out in front of us. We can't deviate at all. We can't cast slightly to the left or slightly to the right. It is just ridiculously tight. How much, you know, how little space we've got down here. Yeah, it's pissed me off to say the least. It really has. It's not giving me a fighting chance at all to try and catch anything. As I said, I'm extremely limited to where I can actually put my lines. You can only have 2 lines anyway, and yeah, I'm just waste of a weekend really. I'm not surprised I've blanked this weekend, and I'm not holding it down to anything that I've done. I know I've not done anything wrong. I've done, you know, because between us, we've had every trick under the book in the book out. You know, we've had zig rigs out, we've had bottom baits out, we've had pop-ups out, we've had wafters out, we've had corn out, we've had Ronnie rigs out, we've had standard hair rigs out. You name it, we've done it, and to no success. And all I can just basically put it down to is how pressured this water's been. It's ridiculous. Fish have shown no signs of spawning, but there are loads of small fry in here, so it looks like they are all spawned out. I don't know what else to say, guys. It's been a really disappointing weekend, and for one, I'm not rushing to come back. Sorry if any of you guys out there are members and your experiences are different. Again, please let me know down below. Because yeah, I'd like to hear what you guys have got to say about the venue. As I say, it's changed a hell of a lot since the last time I was here many years ago, as this was the match water. So talking to Mark earlier, apparently the guy wanted to try and turn this more into a cat venue. That hasn't taken off. Haven't really seen, well, we've seen a big cat under the surface. As I said, sorry, there's a plane in the air. As I said earlier, Shay had a little one this morning, wasn't even a pound and a half at the most. It was tiny. But yeah, I'm gonna have a cup of coffee and I'm gonna wrap up. I'll see you for the outro unless I catch a fish. Take care, guys. Right, well, I'm all packed up now, guys, and in the car ready to go home. And yeah, I just can't stress enough how disappointed I am with this weekend. Not even to the point of where I didn't catch. It's just purely the way that this place has been run. I mean, it never used to be this bad down there. I know it has had a handover of owners in the past, a few years back. And it's the first time that I've ever been down here as it's been a specie. But yeah, the 20 people on a lake that size really isn't good. It isn't healthy for the fish. It isn't healthy for my mental health. Because I spent the whole weekend stressed. I'm surprised I didn't pack up after the first night. Yeah, guys, I'll let you make your own mind up. I don't want to put people off of going anywhere, but there's a couple of lakes like this in the local vicinity, this one and the other one being Monk's Lake, where money seems to just be the priority for the owners. I'd like to think that I'm wrong and that they have got a bit more care for the anglers that come down here, but it just doesn't seem to be the case. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that one. As I say, please like and subscribe. It does help me out, and the more subscribers I can get, the more often I can get out on the bank. So until next time, guys, tight lines, and I'll see you very, very soon. Take care for now. Thanks for watching. Bye now.